May I have your lordship's leave to commence the proceedings? May I request the learned Additional Solicitor General to deliver his speech?
Honorable the Acting Chief Justice, Honorable Judges at the Circuit Bench, the learned Deputy Solicitor General, all senior advocates, the Secretary, President and Secretaries of the respective Bar Association, members of Registry and all those present. My Lord, we are assembled here to pay homage to late lamented Ahin Chaudhuri, one of the bright stars who disappeared from the earthly galaxy on 28th of October 2025 at the age of 87. I was going through his biodata and I was really contemplating as to what is to be said and what is to be eliminated or deleted. Full of worth credentials, right from his educational career, professional success, and ultimate devotion to Ma Kali. He was a student of Hindu School of Presidency College of Oxford, Inner Temple, had so many acquaintances with so many things about the verse, about Sanskrit language, about Latin, and fondness for classical music, and that a success remarkable in the profession. The arbitration, the commercial matters, the civil matters, and all that. Now, I was thinking anew that normally Devi Lakshmi and Devi Saraswati do not dwell together. A person may have a brilliant career in academic life, may not have success in the professional life, vice versa. But Ahin Chaudhuri is one of the exceptions that he got blessings of all the three Devis, of Devi Saraswati in his education, Devi Mahalakshmi in his professional career, and Devi Kali at the time of his devotion at Dakshineshwar temple where he was a trustee. This is definitely a fulfillment of life, and to quote Swami Vivekananda, it is manifestation of perfection which was already within him. He was designated as senior advocate in 1988. Immense learning, had artistic sensitivity. He was acquainted with some wonderful career achievements and received some prizes, and that, to quote Elizabeth Frey on his death, do not stand at my grave and weep. There is no question of weeping and by standing at his grave, because this is one of the rarest achievements he achieved down the line on earth. And now it can be safely said he is restored to heavenly galaxy again as a bright star. Now I am quoting Lord Byron, one of the famous romantic poets in 19th century England. He wrote so many poems on death. Byron wrote, "For those you love don't go away. They walk beside you every day. The love where death has set his sill, nor age can chill, nor rival steal." Therefore, this is an example in Ahin Chaudhuri's life that death cannot take away anything. And to quote Upanishad from Katha Upanishad, during the conversation between Jamraj and Nachiketa, when Jamraj was explaining about death and Atman, that I am quoting, Jada sarve pramuchante kama, je jasya hridya srita, otho marto amrito sattva, brahma samudmachate. And then again in another scripture, Sorirang konavidamsi kalpanto sthaino guna. Even if the physical body perishes, the elements, the qualities remain. And that is, Ahin Chaudhuri is a classical example for that. I am not going to say anything more. I was telling your lordships that I was taken aback to go through his biodata. So many things are to be said, and so many achievements in life, whether it is possible for a man in his life which he achieved. I convey my sincere condolence to the bereaved family, and I pay homage and deep respect for late lamented Ahin Chaudhuri. Let the soul remain in eternal peace and solitude. Om Shanti Hai.
May I request the Vice President of the Bar Library Club to deliver his speech.
Honorable the Acting Chief Justice, Honorable Judges, learned Additional Solicitor General, office bearers of the three wings of the bar, members of the registry, ladies and gentlemen. Another legal giant has breathed his last and left for his heavenly abode. When we talk about such legal luminaries, the general inclination is to reminisce about their legal acumen, the litigations that they have fought, and the diverse legal fora that they have appeared before. But it would be unfair to remember Ahin Chaudhuri in the backdrop of these alone, because his qualities and qualifications personified everything. And fortunately for us, we are here to tell the tale. A brilliant student, a fine scholar both at home and abroad, Mr. Ahin Chaudhuri was a lover not just of Hindustani classical music, but also an avid collector of Ganesh Murtis. He had an innate knack for picking up languages and tackled Sanskrit, English, Bengali, and Latin with comfortable ease. He didn't have to really walk down memory lane to remember shlokas, poems, and all things literary. The lanes opened up for him themselves so that he could remember everything by heart. Mr. Chaudhuri was a devotee of goddess Kali, a trustee of the Dakshineshwar Kali temple, and a committee member for the body looking after heritage buildings in Calcutta. I have worked with him, learned from him, imbibed his qualities and his potential with admiration and dignity. And that is why when I said at the very beginning, he was greater than a great lawyer because he was the embodiment of many virtues and qualities, a complete gentleman and human being, to whom and for whom the High Court bells will toll today, in admiration and as a token of homage. We will remember you, Ahinda.
May I request the President of the Bar Association to deliver his speech.
My Lord, the Acting Chief Justice, my Lords, the Additional Solicitor General of India, the members of the three wings of the bar, learned members of the registry, ladies and gentlemen. But on behalf of Bar Association, High Court, Calcutta, and its members, we pay our respect and homage to the memory of Mr. Ahin Chaudhuri. But though he was a member of the Bar Library Club, he had a large number of friends, admirers, and followers in the Bar Association. But though he was a great lawyer, he was very simple in his habits. The junior members of the Bar Association who went to his chamber for conference still remember his very cordial behavior. My vice president told me a story. Once he went to his chamber for conference. Perhaps on that date, the person giving tea was not available. Tea was not brought. My vice president just jokingly said, "Today we will have no coffee." He said, wait. He went himself to the kitchen, prepared tea, coffee or tea for the junior, brought it and offered it. Being such a great lawyer, my lord, he had this quality. On behalf of the Bar Association, I once again pay our homage to his memory. Let his soul rest in peace.
May I request the Vice President of the Incorporated Law Society to deliver his speech.
My Lord, the Acting Chief Justice, my lords, the members of the registry, the learned Additional Solicitor General, the Deputy Solicitor General, the office bearers and members of the three wings of the bar. In Ahin Chaudhuri, we have lost a multi-talented person. Apart from being a bright scholar, he enjoyed a spiritual life. He had artistic sensitivity. He was a connoisseur of Hindustan classical music. He bonded with the musicians and music lovers alike. He could recall verses, slokas, and the lines from wide variety of sources. He mastered the Latin language when he did his Bachelor of Civil Law at Oxford. All this comes from one gentleman in one life. In his professional success is a different chapter. Post completion of his bar, he enrolled himself as an advocate and started his practice at the Calcutta High Court. I am told that since his initial stage, he picked up his practice mainly in the original side and appeared in variety of matters, and his practice never looked back. It just gained and gained. In course of practice, he earned a name for himself and built up enormous reputation. He passed away on 28th October 25, leaving his wife and daughter, I am told. In him, we have lost a doyen of the bar who led from the front. His unwavering spirit, his incredible work ethic would be an example for all times to come. I, on behalf of the members of the Incorporated Law Society and the members present in court, send my heartfelt condolences to the family. May his soul rest in peace.
May I request the Honorable, the Acting Chief Justice to address.
My esteemed sister and brother judges who are physically present and those who have joined through virtual mode, the learned Additional Solicitor General, the President and office bearers of Bar Library Club, the President and office bearers of Bar Association, the President and office bearers of Incorporated Law Society, learned senior advocates and learned members of the bar, learned Registrar General and other officers of the registry. We have assembled here today to express our grief and pay our heartfelt homage to Mr. Ahin Chaudhuri, senior advocate and barrister, who has passed away on 28th October 25. We are deeply saddened by demise of an eminent senior advocate. The journey of Mr. Chaudhuri has already been mentioned by the previous speakers. There is indeed no end to the achievements of Mr. Chaudhuri during his life. Mr. Chaudhuri was born on 1st February 1938. He began his academic journey at Hindu School and later at Presidency College and the University College of Law. I am told that Mr. Chaudhuri won several academic distinctions. His career marked a fine blend of academic and extracurricular activities. In the year 1961, Mr. Chaudhuri traveled to Oxford to read for Bachelor of Civil Law at Wadham College, one of the university's most rigorous course. Called to the bar by the Inner Temple in 1964, Mr. Chaudhuri returned to India to begin a legal career that would span for more than 40 years. He had a unique style and had an example of making efforts to raise the standards of the bar, exhibiting knowledge, wisdom, fairness, and professional commitment. Mr. Chaudhuri evinced expertise and great skill in various fields of law. I am told
that he specialized in commercial and contractual disputes, arbitration, public and service law, property and tenancy matter, and even in admiralty cases. He was designated as a senior advocate by this court in the year 1988. He was one of the most revered senior advocate of this court. There can be no excellence in the law without excellence in lawyers. Mr. Chaudhuri's achievements were not restricted only to the field of law. I am told that Mr. Chaudhuri was equally competent in the field of Hindustani classical music, attended great performances, and shared enduring friendship with musicians and music lovers alike. For several decades, he served as a trustee of Dakshineshwar Temple. His life could be summed up in a few words: simple, virtuous, and generous and affable. He was cultured without pretense, scholarly without display, and unfailingly warm in his interactions. Mr. Ahin Chaudhuri passed away in Kolkata on 28th October 25. He leaves behind not only a distinguished professional legacy, but also the memory of a life lived with dignity, depth, and quiet radiance. His presence enriched the world around him, and his memory will continue to do so for all who had the privilege of knowing him. On behalf of my colleagues, the officers, and staff of High Court at Calcutta, and on my own behalf, I place on record our heartfelt condolences to the members of bereaved family and wish them strength to bear this irreparable loss. May God bestow peace to the departed soul. Now, I request all of you to observe a minute's silence in the memory and for paying regard to Mr. Ahin Chaudhuri. As a mark of respect to the departed soul, the court is adjourned for the rest of the day.